Today, hunt!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, George here with another gameplay. The Guards Counterattack, Scenario A, playing it for the 1000th time, and I'll never get tired of playing it. Too bad. I have a lot of glare glowing off my head. Time to get the hat. Here we have it. So this is a classic scenario that came with the original squad leader pack, which would be, see this baby here? I'm going to put it close to the module it came in. That was basically the first schedule the first scenario you would be playing. I'm thinking of schedules because it's tax season in Canada. I have to do another video one of these days. For taxes, that is. Anyway, getting back to this baby. Before I go any further, check this out. This is called double time. You see this thing here? Let me focus in on it. Zoom, zoom, zoom. So it's not CX, it's double time. And you can watch this video in double time. All right? Because it's going to be a long one. I got the feeling that it's going to be a long one. So I'm playing the Guards Counterattack. It's a 5-turn scenario. It's a classic scenario, and we'll see how it plays out. Of course, we're using the Advanced Squad Leader rule set. I'm just getting warmed up looking at this map board. I'll go over a couple of things, and then we'll go into the game. So this is the iconic scenario that started it all. And in terms of playing solo, I'm playing both sides to the best of my ability. It's Russia, October 6, 1942. And basically, it's the Dzerzhinsky Tractor Works. So basically, the Russians now are on the attack. And October 6, 1942, it wasn't a happy year for the German forces. But more importantly, what we need to understand are the victory conditions. So let's go over the victory conditions. And I've played a couple of games with Charles Hammond from Hasmo. And the one thing that he has as a habit is he rereads the victory conditions just before playing the scenario, just to remind himself of what he needs to accomplish. So the Russians win at game end. So we need to play out the entire game if they control greater than or two more buildings initially occupied by the Germans. And what that means is if you leave a building unguarded and a German half squad walks into an unoccupied building, gains control of it, you lost the game. All right. Initially held stone buildings to German control or, meaning, either way, have a favorable 3-to-1 ratio Russian to German of unbroken squad equivalents. And getting a 3-to-1 ratio for the Russians is not that bad. And with respect to setup, you're pretty much limited to these buildings. However, for the Russian unit, for the Russian player, you can position your leader strategically in order to gain the advantage. Now, if you place your leader here, like I did, if any of these units survive, these units here and here survive the first prep fire phase, you'll end up facing perhaps a 12 attack or here an 8 attack. And the stone building has a +3 DRM to your dice roll, so it affords great protection for you, but it also affords great protection for the Germans. One little known thing that piece of trivia that's the same in the classic and the advanced squad leader game is that this fellow has line of sight to here and should have line of sight to there. And most players, focus on these units in this building here. However, this shot is quite something because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes away. So with this fellow here, if you fire here, you'll have a 6 up 2 shot. But this fellow here, going back to there, we got a range of 6 on these units, and we have 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 7 is a 20 up 1 against this dude. You can take this guy out rather easily. And why would these units want to fire there? It would be probably because this guy can exert a fire lane down the sex point. Now, there's also controversy as to how to set up these fellows. And in this case, they'll have to survive a 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 6 is a 16 up 3 attack here, and a 16 up 1 attack there. So setting these players here like this is not that favorable. We might rethink that setup and rethink this setup as well. These units here, they're being prevented from crossing the street with this fellow. So I like this setup here. And now the other thing you got to understand is these buildings here with a staircase are 2 levels. So you got level 1 and level 2. And you might ask yourself, George, why haven't you set up anybody in level 2? And the reason to that is that I fear getting upper level encircled by the Russian player. And the other thing most people don't think of is, George, why didn't you deploy? And that's a question I've still struggled to answer. What would be the advantage of deploying? I can see an advantage here of deploying right off the bat and getting a half squad, but there aren't any LMGs. Here I could possibly do a pre-game deployment. I could possibly do a deployment. So we keep only, yeah, I can deploy here. And I conceivably can deploy 2 squads. Right. Because I have how many units do I have in my OB? You got 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. So you can deploy a couple of squads, and I would suggest we deploy here. So 1 squad, clone. So these units will hold in line, so to speak, and then I'll deploy this fellow as well, and put them in the upper levels. Now we're getting to squad leader phenomenon. Let me see. Fire and clone. Come and get me, buddy. Okay. And here I wouldn't say this is anything conducive to um, a proper um, setup. All right, and having said that, I still want to keep Zukov in the front here, and I'll explain probably later. And if you're expecting a human wave, forget it. I ain't doing no human wave. It was never. It was never a. Especially through um, a potential fire lane. Ain't gonna happen. Getting one down. Um, Residual fire, right? So getting a one down two attack. Okay. All right. So let's remove all the moves, get the ball rolling with um, wind change. And so Russians go first. Let's put a little. Oh my God! All these turn markers. There you go. All these babies. Let's keep these guys for control. Yep. All right. No offboard reinforcements. Wind change was nothing. My dice rolls. You can see them in the um, lower right hand corner. There, there. These everywhere. All right. Deployment of squads. Russians can't deploy. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Repair, not yet. Roll for shock, wall advantage. Let's get a prep fire. Remember, nothing good happens in prep fire. Well, prep fire in any case. So we got a 16, 12 plus 6 is 18. There isn't an 18 table. There's a 16. 16 up 3. Let's roll. 7 plus 3 is 10 on a 16, which is a normal. So these fellows here fire there. They get a normal. We put the prep fire there. You need 7 or less. Breaks. Interesting. Heal fire there. This whole group, leader directed, so they cannot um, cower. A 16 up 1. IFT. 16 up 1. Let's see. 9 on the 16. 9 on the 16 is a 1 check. Haha, he made it. Oh boy. Now, these guys have nowhere to these units here. I'm not too sure I want to fire them. I'll tell you why later. All right, now he'll fire. I can do a 8 up 2 there, or a 6 up 6 up 6 up 2 here. And conceivably I can get right on the machine gun. I'm gonna fire there. So let's take a look at and see at that line of sight. Clean as a whistle. As you can see, it doesn't touch the building at all. All right, 6 up 2. 10 on the 16 is nothing, but I got right. So now 4 up 2. Nothing. It would have been nothing either way. So he prep fired. They'll fire a 8 up 3 there. 8 on the 8 is a normal. It's amazing how your best probability shot gets nothing and your lower probability shot gets something. I don't know. Yeah. I might have all the probabilities screwed up, but I don't play with probabilities. So normal, 9 minus 2 liter passes. So I need now 3 9s, top to bottom. 1, 2, uh, yeah, that's good. And 3, they all pass. They're troopers. And I'll do an 8 up, 3 there. Ooh, 8 up, 3 there. 8 up, 3 there. I got snakes. So it falls to a 6. 4 on the 6 is a 2 check against Wurtenburger or Wunderer. Wurtender. Welts. I try to keep the names equivalent to what was in the classic game. I have Dotsky here and Michael there. So a 2 check on this guy. He needs 6 or less. Breaks. And the squad now needs a 2 check. Breaks. And they prep hard. Now the fun begins. Let's go to movement. Declaring non-assault move. 2. What did I do that for? Well, 4. I'm going to reinforce this building and try to push this way. I could have conceivably did a bypass for 1. The moment I do a bypass in the open, these fellows can have a shot there. They can also they won't have a shot here, but then where do I go? I'll do something wild and bewildering. This fellow here will do 2, 4 to there. These guys, this hex is verboten, and this hex is verboten, but they'll assault move to here. Okay. This fellow here is going to assault move to there. That looks a little bit dubious. And he'll take a 4, down 1. 8 on the 4. It's nothing. But he first fired. And now we have 2 residuals in there. These guys are, as a stack, going to assault move to here. The assault move to there. Who's going to take a shot at them? Nobody's going to take a shot at them. Yep, nobody's going to take a shot at them. All right, so let's turn it to defensive fire. Defensive fire, he'll have a 2 flat shot. Nothing. He final fired. They will fire a 6. No, I can't fire group. So 4 up 2. 6 plus 2 is 8 on the 4 is nothing. and so did the leader. And here to there. So we got 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 7 is 21, 20, 20 up 1 there. 10, no, 9 on the 20. It's a 1 check. 1 check here. Dotsky. Huh. Dotsky can turn berserk. Let's see. DR follows any original 2 MC Rally DR. Not applicable to Bonsai, Berserk, Climbing, Crew, Hero, Human Wave, Kanji, MC, Parachute, PRC Self Rally, Swimming, Unarmed, Waiting. Alright, so he's subject to Berserk. So, wait a second. Let's go back to the chart. He is elite and he is Russian. So net +1 to my DR. Take 4. 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. He becomes battle hardened and a heroic. Battle hardened. Let's see. Battle hardened and heroic. Okay. So now he is a 9 minus 2. All right. And morale check on the unit. That's a pass. Oh boy. I don't think anybody has line of sight to these guys. Okay. Here, these guys can fire group for an 8 up 3 there. Nada. And let's see if these guys have line of sight. What's the harm? They do. Well, look at that. So that is 7. That's an 8 up 2. 8 up 2. Ain't gonna do it. He final fired. Okay, let's go to advancing fire. These guys have assault fire, and so do these guys, even if they're out of range. So these guys are doubled and halved via 7. A 6 up 3 there. Let's see. Nada. Let's remove residuals. They advance fired. And here, I think it's with should be with normal range. So they got halved is 3, 4, 8, 8, 12. They do have assault fire, right? Yeah. 3, 4. So 4 times 3 is 12. 12 up 3 there. Nada. All right, that's all the uh, prep fire, advancing fire. Let's remove all prep. Go to route, offensive fire, and remove all prep. The only dude that can route is this fellow here, and these guys are going to route to there. Okay. None of the Russians are broken. Advance phase. Okay, now we'll advance. Like so. Doesn't this look majestic? How's that for a human wave? Post combat phase. Remove all the moves. I don't think I have uh any concealment gains. Except this dude here. So we'll conceal them. A concealment factory. How does that sound to you? Alright. Let's go to German rally phase. Alright. Wind change. None. Actually, there might be. Let's do a 1DR. 5. What's a 5? And are we concerned about that, really? So we got a light breeze. Force increases by 1. And then that means we have to figure out wind direction. So we'll use moderate. Increase? Nope. Decrease? Yep. Get a wind counter. Light breeze. Info. Other. And weather. Wind. Here, moderate. No gusts. Wind. Flip. Mild breeze. Wind direction, we'll use the sniper counter. 6. So it's blowing in that direction. We can do that. Yeah. Mild breeze. Oh, look at that. We got weather. Got plenty of weather here where I'm from. Okay. So wind direction is done. Recombinations, none. Recovery is done. Deploy, none. Repair, none. Rally broken units. This guy needs a miracle to repair. So he's base 3, 4 for the terrain, 5 or less for the leader. Rally. Woohoo! Check out that. Check that out. Another snake eyes. So follows any rally DR. Ah. So he was broken. +1. +1. That's all I see. +1. 2d6 +1. 4, 5 again. 5 is battle hardening and hero creation. Good, that's what we needed. All right. Unbreak him. Battle harden him. Get a hero. Axis will be or Schultz. Schultz. Get rid of this. Oh, let me see. The heroes of Stalingrad. All right. Now here we got a rally. 4 or less for the leader. Makes it. Let's not forget the other unit was under a DM. All right, he makes it. So now 3, 4, 5 or less. Another snake eyes. Well, he wasn't elite, but he was broken. So Brokey's got a +1. Yeah, +1, 2d6. 10, 11. He's berserk. He has no line of sight to any enemy unit. So he becomes fanatic. Oh boy. 2 heat of battles, weather, all in one rally phase. Yeah, like, I need a sip of coffee. Weird as. All right, get rid of those moves. Let's go prep fire. Of course, it's going to be leader directed, not firing the LMG. Actually, not leader directed. What we're going to do is fire the hero. The hero um, cannot um, prevent cowering. We're gonna have two squads firing and the hero. That's 9. 9 doubled is 18. Will fall down to a 16 up 2 against this dude. 16 up 2. Well, it comes a 6 on the 12, which is a 2 check. He breaks, but does not ALR. And then we'll fire the MG, the light machine gun, leader directed this time, a 2 down 1 against this guy. And we break it. Mouth. And he prep fired. Now, we'll fire an 8 up 3 there. Oh, 8 flat there. 7 on the 8 is a 1 check. He breaks. He prep fired. A 2 flat there. 9 on the 2 doesn't cut it. We'll fire a 4 flat here on the units on the ground level. 6 on the 4 is a normal against them. They make it, and a 2 flat there from the units on the upper level. 5 on the 2 is a normal again. They break. They break, and they prep fired. We'll fire a 2 flat there. They're not in the same location, so they cannot fire group. They'll fire differently. So 2 flat there. 5 on the 2 is a normal. They break. Now 2 flat up there. 7 on the 2 is nothing. So they prep fired. Okay, good. Here, this is a 16 flat. They can fire group because they're, well, I'm fire grouping them. F it. All right. 5 on the 16. They're knocking on the floor upstairs. 5 on the 16 is a 3 check. I'm forgetting about ELR. What's my ELR? Back to the scenario card. Okay, I got the ELR 4 there, and for the Russians, the Russian ELR is ELR is 3. In my opinion, it should be the other way around, but and did I also program into the software Vassal the sand check? Of course not. Okay. Axis ELR is 4. and San is 6. 3 and 6. Save it. Good. Okie dokie. So I missed a couple of Sans as well. I think these guys broke. If I made a mistake, forgive me. It happens. And he'll fire there, which will be a 8 up 2. Nothing. So movement. I'm not going to give them an opportunity to fire this fellow here. Oh, wait a second. I forgot one important fire. Here to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we said this is a 20 up 1. 12 on the 20 is a pin task check. Task check. Task check. Somehow I got to get a new mouse. So one San. The biggie. I had to take that pin check because there would have been game consequences. So task check, the first task check was passed, but the second one was not. So technically this guy's pinned. All right, San check. Reroll the German San. Oh, wait a second. Direction and distance. 6 and 3. 6 and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Of course, lands here. All right. No. But let's put that back. 1, 2, 3. It has to land here because he's the lower 10. And break this dude. Ah, 3 brokies. Hmm. 3 brokies isn't good. All right, let's go to defensive fire. Defensive fire. He has a 12 up 3. So 12 up 3 to there. Six on the 12. There's a 2 check. He breaks. Then we'll fire from here to there. What choice do we have? So 12, 6, 18. We'll have an 8 up 1 on the lower level location. 8 up 1. Nothing. Here to there, we'll have a 16 up 3. The cower, so 12, 9 on 12 is a normal and a San. The normal morale check on the half squad breaks. They final fired. And San check. Nope, not this time. Here, we'll not forget them. He has a 6, a 2, 8 up 3. Nope, we'll put a final fire like this. Here, back at him. So it's a 2-up-1 if I view things correctly. No rate on the gun because they're pinned. So the 4 will become a 2, and the squad is quartered. So 2-up-1 there. 7. 6 plus 2 is 8. Ain't gonna do it. Sand check. 2. Okay. So he final fired. Direction and distance. 2 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, the sun will hit him because he's in lower tem. So he gets pinned. I like close quarters sands. Okay. Thought we fired him. And then here it will be a 12, up 3 on the lower unit. That's nothing. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12 on the 12, which is missed. Complete miss. Let's return to advancing fire. I don't think we have any. Route phase, starting with the German player first. So he can't route anywhere in this direction. So he'll have to low crawl to there. And these guys can route back, but to the leader. And now the Russian player routes. This fellow is going to go 2, 4, and this fellow is going to go 2 and 4. This fellow is going to go 2. This fellow is going to go overstack 2 and 4. This fellow would have to low crawl. He cannot go here. He would be interdicted. He would not be interdicted there. So he can go, unless this guy has line of sight to there. Oh, I'm declaring that this is my location. We'll take a line of sight to see if he would be interdicted. Is it in his normal range? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take a look and see. Let's do it again. It's pretty clean. So he's being interdicted. MC. Pins. And he's there. These guys, I think they can route to here. Oh, he's pinned. Undo that. Okay, and these dudes, do they see these guys? If they can declare this as the route location, but do they see anybody up front? They do, so they have to go here. 2 and stay there. Okay, I've done whatever I could do. And let's go to advance phase, take off all the moves. With advance, I'll have a unit here, and the hero goes with them. These guys will advance to there. This looks horrible. Let's see what we can do. Post combat, we don't have any. Take a sip of coffee. We've been playing for 45 minutes. This game can easily go into 3 hours. So turn 2, rally phase for the Russian. There you go. Turn 2. Let's go here like that. And remove all the pins. And let's roll for wind. That's nothing. Let's see. There you go. Wind change, recombinations, none. Recoveries, no. Recombines, no. Deploy, repair. Rally broken units, starting with my first self rally. All right, we'll rally, attempt to rally this guy here, 4 less. Nope. His DM comes off. His DM comes off. His DM stays. And his DM stays, but here, the units that are broken are under a commissar, so they're not subject to they're not subject to the DM. Their broken morale is actually an 8, not a 7, because of the commissar, and that would probably be 2 9s or lesses because of the rally being in rally terrain. So top to bottom, if not, they go down to the next lower level. So rally for number 1, 9 or less. Rally number 2, they both make it. Break and break. Nobody's berserk yet. Okay. Now, why the heck did I do this? I just realized a little bit of an error, but it is what it is. So let's go to prep fire. Our hero up here is going to fire 6 up 1 there. 5, 6. No rate on the MG. 6 on the 6 is a 1 check. Starting with welts, 1 check. He makes it. So now it is a 8 or less for 3 squads. Squad number 1, top to bottom. 1, 2, 3. Bottom squad breaks. And he prep fired. We'll do a 12 up 3 there. 9. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 on a 12 is a normal. They prep fired. A normal there. So we got the 8 minus 1 leader and a San. Makes it. And he's fanatic. So he needs 9 or less. So 1 German San and then 1 Russian San. German San. Big one. Direction and distance. 1 and 2. 1, 2. He goes to there. He's half squatted. First casualty. Boom. Put him in the Allied. And the Russian San. 2, little one. Direction and distance. 2 and 4. 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the Russian sign. So guess what? This is your target. This guy's pinned. They prep fired. Oh, now here to there. We got 12 plus 6. 12 plus 6, 18. I like doing that mathematics. So 16 up 1. 11 and a 16. Pin toss check. Don't knock it, guys. Don't knock it. Pin toss check against this guy. The heroes don't pin. So it's just a squad. He should have tried to repair. I know. All right, let's take a toss check to see if he gets pinned. No. Quite ineffective. All right, let's move on to movement. Movement, he will assault move to there. We have one fellow that's going to grow a concealment counter. From there, an assault move to there. Let's put these things properly. Guys above that. And this dude here. Above that. This dude did not move. Holy cow. What's wrong with this guy? Nothing. Okay, these guys are back to the hilt. I just remembered that these guys are there. Oh well. Leave them like that. Now this fellow here, will assault move to there. 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 He'll take a 4 down 2. Don't cower leader directed 2 on the 2. So K1, half squad, phone, goes into the casualty bin. 1 check again on the surviving squad. Pins. He first fired. I can't believe I did that. All right. Now, what else is going to happen? I wish I did declare a charge. Let's assault move to there. He's going to fire. We'll fire the 467 first with a 4 down 1. Nothing. We left 2 resids in there. And now the hero's in a bit of a jam. He'll fire a 4 down 2. Four on the 4. The 1 check and Russian San. Makes it. First fired. Russian San. Nothing. Everybody else is going to hold their Or fire. Okay, let's call defensive fire. Here we got a 6 up 3, lower level. 4 plus 3, 7. 7 on the 4 table because they cowered. There's a pin task check. And they pin. And they final fired. Here, we're going to fire an 8 up 2. 8 on the 8 is a normal plus a Russian sand. Yeah. Normal, 3 times 7. 1, 2, 3. So one guy breaks. Now we got a Russian sand and a German sand. Russian sand, German sand. That was a 2. But he's pinned. All right. Did we get right? No, we did not. So he final fired. And then we'll have a 8 up 2 there. We got right on the heavy. 5 plus 2 is 7. That's a 1 check and rate. So a 1 check. Oh, the other guy's concealed. So a 1 check on the top guy. 4 up 2. 5 plus 2 7 on the 4 is a pin task check on the so a morale and a task check on the concealed unit. Morale 1. Heat a battle, task check on the other. Makes it. But loses concealment. Let's see what happened here. Okay, we did our sands. So heat a battle. He's Russian, plus 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. And that makes him berserk. Yep, and the other guy passes. But we did get right. So this guy's berserk. He has a morale factor of 10. All right, now 6 up 2. Again. Broke it. Ah, darn you. He final fired. 8 up 3. Huh. The cower. The 6. 5 on the 6. The 1 check. The 1 check here means a 9. He makes it. And the other dude pins. He's already pinned. No, he's not. Okay. That's a bummer because this guy cannot advance. I think I've done everything I could. Final fire. Oh, here. He's marked with first fire. So it would be a 4 up 2 there. No. And a 4 up 2 there. 8 on the 4 is nothing but a Russian sign. 2. Direction and distance. 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3 off the board. Right there. Okay. So where do we put them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Back here. Ryan Yusuf, if you're watching this, move your sand. Darn it. Me. All right. Defensive fire is now formally over. Next, advancing fire. 6 up 3. It's actually a 7, but 9 on the 4 is nothing but a sand check for the Germans. Nothing. He advance fired. I'll do a 6 flat there. Forgot to fire these guys. Seven on the 6 is a normal. Passes. This guy, who knows? Berserk guy. All right, let's go to route. This fellow here is going to route back 2 and stay there. The other guy is not under DM. This fellow will route back to there. Should have removed all prep and death fire. What's underneath? He's pinned. Here? Just leave the poor fellow alone. All right, let's remove all resids as well. And let's go to advance. Advance phase. Ooh. Shall we try and take on the hero? Oh, why not? No. There you go. Where's the CC counter? He'll advance to there. He'll advance to here, here, and there. These guys will advance to there. That dude is pinned. These guys are not going to commit suicide. And that guy that is there. Turn 2. Fine. Okay. Let's remove all the moves. We have 1 CC here. And I think the hero can use his DRM. Heroic DRM. And let's try it. Let's try it. All right, so Russians first. Germans. Guess what? They're under ambush. They've been ambushed by the hero. Do we stick around and fight? Or get the heck out of Dodge? If I get out of Dodge, we're gonna have a 24 up 3. But not before I hit them first. I'm getting out of Dodge. I don't want to risk it for the biscuit. Well, these guys should have routed as well. Boink. Or, if they didn't have line of sight to there, they would have been overstacked, so forget it. Okay. Advanced phase, close combat was over. We can remove all pins. And technically speaking, this leader can conceal because nobody can see him. Nobody has line of sight to him. This fellow and these guys have line of sight to each other. And that's all she wrote. Okay, let's go to German, turn 2. Now we're in 5 minutes. Who cares? We're gonna go all the way on this one. There you go. Rally. Wind change. Nada. Recombinations, none. Recoveries, none. Deploy. Nah. Repair. I'll try and repair this thing. Repair. Oops, 1d6. Destroyed. We can put in the access casualty bin. Here, repair. Oh, there is here repair. There's a repair there. 2 is destroyed. We gotta get Uhl up into the fight. Oh, that he has to guard that building. Nexus. That's a big blow. Okay. Then self rally here. No, but DM comes off. Here. It's a 3, 4, 6 or less. Makes it. Break. And here we need a miracle. I think we got it. Yep, we got it. 2, 3 for the terrain. He's back in action, dude. Up here, the DM goes away. Needs 9 or less, 8 because of the terrain, and 1 up because the commissar. Exactly what he needed. There's no walls here. And claim wall advantage. All right, rally phase, prep fire. We got one important prep fire here. We got 9 doubled, and -1 for Steiner, -1 for Schultz. 9 doubled, 18 goes to a 16 up 1. 16 up 1 there. $13 on the 16. Missed by a long shot. He prep fired. What is Waltzberger going to do? Does he still want to get this guy out of the picture or save this guy's skin? We'll try and save this guy's skin. We've got 20 up 1. 8 on a 20. There's a 2 check. So they need 6s. 1, 2. They both break. He saved his son's his friend's skin. Break. Break. They prep fired. Here. We'll do we'll hit everything there. So it's a 3 plus 4 is 6. Flat against him. Nothing. Here 6 up 3. 7 on the 4. The pin task check. We pass. We prepped. Here to there. We'll do an 8 up 2. Broke it. And prepped. 8 up 2. 6. 8 up 3 actually. 9 is a pin task check. The Berserker can pin. And Russian Sand. Nope. This guy no longer pinned. And they prep fired. Movement phase. This fellow will assault move down 1 level. And this fellow will assault move to there. There's no ladder there. All right. Now what do we got? We got defensive fire. So they'll fire group and do a 16 up 3 there. 8, 9, 10, 11 on 16. Fantastic. This guy, the bottom pins. Not the leader though. And they final fired. 8 up 3 there. Nothing. Nothing. 6 up 1 there. 7 on the 6. The normal. No rate. And a German sand. The normal breaks. I don't think that's an ALR. All right, breaks. Then I need 3 7s. 1, 2, 3. Bottom guy breaks. Middle guy. The middle guy has a heat of battle. Straight up roll. 8. Battle hardens. And now leader lost task check. 2 of them. And I believe I got a sand out of that. So since it was this dude firing, the German sand, I'm just going to get the German sand away from there and put it 6 within 6. I'm going to put him right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Strategically speaking. Wow. That's stuck. Am I done? I think I am. All right, advancing fire. I don't think I have any. Oh, I take a 1 flat here. No, ain't gonna happen. All right, route phase. Let's I think I may have forgotten these guys. I didn't have coffee in the morning. Let's remove the moves and the prep and defensive fire. And these dudes can route. And they won't be getting any closer to them. So these guys can do this. Up here. Put this dude under DM. This guy's not under DM. That's the German route. Yeah. And the Russian route, they can low crawl to there, or are they going to be captured? Let's take a look and see if there's a line of sight there. Oh, all right. So they can individually route 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's, for simplicity's sake, just go like this. Okay, let's go to advanced phase. I should have moved Ul up, but I'm keeping him there as a guard. Advanced phase. Do we want to advance anybody? Jeez. No. This building's about to fall. We gotta guard it with dear life. Yep, that's what we gotta do. Alright, close combat. None. Prep fire. Rally, turn 3. Remove all the moves. Let's be careful to make sure we do all our rallies, starting with the Russian player self-rally. We'll attempt to rally the top unit there, 8 or less. He makes it. Okay. And remove the DM there. And then we did wind change, did we? Did not. Let's do wind change. Attempt to repair. Remove all pins. Attempt to repair. Nah. All right. Self rally was done. Here, 9, 10, 11 or less for the top unit. Makes it. Bottom unit is 4, 5, 6, 7 or less. The leadership DRM. He makes it. Break. Just keep throwing waves and waves of infantry at them. Eventually, the line will collapse. All right, that's gone. All right, here, the DM is gone. Okay. And here, the leader needs 5 or less. Not make it, but the DM comes off. Put him up there. Holy cow. Holy cow. All right, prep fire. I don't think we have any. Let's go to movement. Okay, berserk unit has to charge. All right. 4. We'll take a 8 down 3. They don't cower. So 1 on the 8. This guy is fried. 1 on the 8 is 2 KIA. So he first fired. This guy goes off into the casualty bin. Remember, here it's part of the victory objectives. We got 4 resids in there. There you go. He moved. We got the berserker out of the way. Now, he will assault move. Do we put any resids in there? Yes, we will. So here we got 4, 8, 9, doubled is 18, falls down to a 16. It's an assault move, but we get -2. So 16 up 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 on the 16. 5 on the 16 is a 3 check. We need 5 or less. He breaks. They first fired. And we have 8 resids in there. Right? Here we're going to assault move and take an 8 up 3 shot. That's nothing. Now we can subsequent first fire, but we'll wait. Because this guy's going to assault move to there. Now they got a 8 up 1 attack. There. Nothing. They can final protective fire. Do we want to do that? It's our only opportunity. Is it? No, it's not. Well, yes, it is. That building's about to fall. 8 up 3. 8 up 8 up 2 actually. 8 up 1. 8 up 1. And a morale check on us. Yeah, let's take an 8 up 1 and put some resids in there. 8 up 1. Oh, we made it. So 5 on the 8 is a 2 check. And we have 4 resids in there. Breaks. Okay. Now they'll assault move there and take a 4 up 3. Resids don't cower, but 7 on the 4, the PTC, which pins him. They will assault move to here. They will assault move to there. He's marked with final fire. And I don't think anybody can see them. So they are going to go 1, 2, and 3. And they can take now an 8 down 2 shot there. It's actually 8 down 4. We'll take an 8 up down 4. That eliminates him. Puts 4 resids in there. But these dudes are going to go 2 and 3. Let's see if we have a shot. No, we don't. We took that. Let's take a look again. Oh, okay, so let's fire. And another Russian sign. Baby. All right, and direction and distance. 4 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Here, random selection. Leader wounds. Wound check is good. That's good. Okay. All right. And these guys here will assault move to there. Heroic leader will go there. I'm surprised he didn't fire. He's marked with first fire. So with a first fire, we'll have an 8 down 2 shot there. I don't like that. These guys will assault move to here. And these guys will assault move to there. All defensive fire. Remove all resids. 6 up 3. No. They're marked with first fire here to there. 8 up 3. 6 plus 3 is 9. Fast check twice. They pass. They final fired. Russian sign, I believe. Okay. And we'll do a 4 up 2 there. Nada. And here we'll do a 12 up 3. 9 on a 12 is a normal and a Russian San. 2 8s. Pass. Russian San. Nothing. Let's go to advancing fire. This guy's a 4. This guy is a 7. 7 plus 4 will be an 8 up 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 3, 7. It's a 1 check. Starting with the leader. Russian San. And normal for the squad. I need a 7 and an 8. Okay, this guy breaks. And now the hero. And now the San check, Russian San check. Okay. These guys advance fired. Six. It's actually a 3. 4 up 2. Nothing, but enough to cause a Russian EM and a German San. Big one. Direction and distance. Let's see if that paid off. 3 and 6. 3, direction 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Where's 3 and 6? It's a Russian San. 3 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's a big one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would say here, random selection breaks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. All right. They advance fired. They advance fired. These guys, we got 6 here, 4 there, and 8 up 3 there. Nothing. 4, nah. All right, let's go to route phase. Russians route first. This guy's broken. He can route 1. 1 and 2, 3 to there. This guy's broken, so he can still route 1. There's no, is there interdiction? No. All right. And 2, 3, 4, 5 to there, but these units are not under DM. These guys don't have to route. Okay, now the German route. This guy's pinned, so he can route 1 2, 3 to there. Hmm. All right. Advance phase. I'm using this leader to rally broken dudes. Believe it or not. Okay. He advanced there. This is a golden opportunity. Let's do it. One to one odds. That don't look good. Too good. We'll do this. Look at that. He didn't move. So let's go to CC and see what happens here. All right, we have one CC. I didn't step into CC with a such a strong 1 to 1 with -2. Ain't worth it. Not worth the shot. Okay. So CC, we got one CC here. Russian moves rolls first. 6. Germans. 5. No ambush in this time. We got 2 to 1. Russians first. Nope. One too many. 1 to 2 for the Germans. 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is a 4. Somebody's casually reduced. Let's take a look at the casualties. Casualty bin. 7 to 0. Horrible. So far, I think the Germans are winning as long as they can maintain their buildings. But 2 buildings are slated to go under pretty soon. All right, let's go to close combat. That was done. They're locked in melee. Let's remove all the moves here. Is anybody capable of getting concealment? These guys have to roll for it? No. These guys can be seen by here. The leader's already there. All right, good. Let's go to rally phase turn 3. A wind change. None. Let's look at the advanced sequence of play. Recombinations, none. Attempt to recover support weapons, none. You already broke 1,000 machine guns. Deploy, no. Repair, no. Rally broken units. I want to find self-rally this guy. DM comes off. All pins come off. Then the leader here makes it. Put them up. So there are now 3, base 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 6s or lesses. 1, 2. One guy makes it. Did I inadvertently forget his LMG there? No. I've got no, and their DM comes off. And here, uh, 3, 4, 5 or less. Hey, they made it. I'm keeping him as a rear guard. What can I tell you? Okay. This DM comes off. Eight. And then here, 9, 10, 11s. Anything but a 12 for, yeah, okay. For the first one, makes it. The last one, last two, 4, 5, 6 sevens. 2 sevens. Nope, the M comes off. All right, let's blast away. Here to there. That is 8. Yeah. 8 up 1. -1, +3 10, -1 for the heroic Durham, -1 for Steiner. 8 up 1, here comes. 5, 6 on the 8 is a 1 check. I need 3 sevens. 1, 2, 3. This guy, I don't know if there's ELR. They don't have ELR. Half squads. Phone. And goes to the allied casualty bin. And this guy breaks. This guy pins. The bottom guy breaks. Great fighting there, guys. Fired. Here, we got a 4 up 1. We'll take it. There's 2 sand checks, I think. Let's do this one. 4 up 1. 7 on the 4. There's a PTC. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Pins. Makes it. Makes it. One guy pins. And let's see. See what we got here. Axis, San IFT. That's one Russian San. Let's see. Before that, that's an MC. So one German, one German San, one Allied San. German San. Direction and distance. 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's a 2, a baby sniper. Here, a random selection, up to bottom. This guy, wounds, wound check, makes it. All right. Then a Russian San, nothing. Interesting. All right, he prep fired. And we'll do a 7 plus 7 is 14, 12 up 3. Oh, 7 on the 12. There's a 1 check. 3 sevens, top to bottom. 1. Pins, Axis San. 2. And 3. Okay. Break. Another unit pins. Another unit is broken. What a war of attrition. Okay. Here we'll do a 6 flat. Nothing. Here we'll do a 8 down 1. Let's do an 8 down 1 here. Break up the fire group. 2 on the 8 is a 1 KIA. Maybe I should have done a fire group. And 16 flat. 5 on the 16 is a 2 check. Breaks. I think the Germans have this one. I'll check my personal morale after this turn, and if I see that the it's not going well, call it a day. Movement. I think I want to stay there. These guys actually prep fired. No movement. Defensive fire. Hey, one guy made it here. Another guy's pinned there. So that's a 12. 12 plus 6. 12 plus 6 is 18. So we'll do a 16 up 3. Like that. 16 up 3. Let's do it. Power. And there's a German sign. 9 on a 12 is a normal. I'll take it. Leader first. Makes it. So now the hero wounds. Wound check. Makes it, and then the squad. 8. That was a normal, I think. Um, 16 went to 12. 9 on a 12 is a normal. So he makes it. And they final fired. These guys are going to fire into the melee hex. Maybe not. Okay. 8 up 3. Nothing. Let's go to defensive advancing fire. And then route. Okay. Let's remove all the moves, all the prep, and all the defensive fire. Germans route first, but there is no German routes this time around. But they are these guys. They have to route individually. They're going to route to there. Put them underneath. Put this guy underneath. Put this guy on top. These guys, similarly, they're going to route here. These guys will route to there. And further up. Advance. They're pinned, they're pinned. Look at here. We're going to advance to here. That's the last hurrah. And these guys are going to advance into that hex. I don't want to advance the fanatic in there. Okay. Let's go to close combat. Now we got here a 3 to 2 and a 1 to 4, or a 1 to 1. So let's do the 3-2 first. 7 on a 3-2. E. No, one too many. And I'll go 1-1 against the half squad. Nope, they're locked in melee. Here, that's a CC as well. Rolling for ambush. A -2 for the Germans. That's a 4. +1 for the Russians. 4. Nothing. So now we got a 1-1 for -2 for the Germans. That's a 4, which is elimination. And the Russians are attacking 3-6, which is a 1-2. No. So they just eliminated these guys. And then we can get rid of this, eat. That's going to, it's very painful here. Okay. Let's go to, that was German turn 3. We're almost done. Let's remove all the moves, all the pins. Any German concealment gains? Not that I can see. I got rid of a Berserker. I can't believe it. All right, so let's go to Russian turn 4. Next. Rally phase. My self rally will be this guy. Nope. So we got get rid of a couple of DMs. Get rid of that. Get rid of this one. Get rid of this one. And here we got 9s, 10, 11s. Anything but 12, top to bottom. Rally. Yep, they both rally. We forgot wind change. Ah, there you go. All right, they both rally. Okay. Prep fire. I'm surprised this guy's still standing there. All right. Will there be any prep fire? As a matter of fact, there won't be any. Strategically speaking. So what are we going to do? There's no prep fire. So we'll go to movement. All right. This fellow is going to assault move to there. Is there going to be any fire? No, we're going to hold our fire. This fellow is going to assault move to there. This fellow is going to assault move to here. This fellow, these guys are going to assault move to there. These guys are going to assault move this. But these guys are not held under concealment. And this dude is going to assault move to there. This fellow will assault move back 1. And he'll take 4 down 2 shot. 7 on the 4, I believe, is pintash check, which he passes. And here, this guy's marked under that. Now we're going to call defensive fire. With defensive fire, they're going to try avoid being encircled. They're going to fire here. So they're going to fire at, this is 5, 10, 8 up 1 there. 9 is a pintash check. He pins. Is a bummer. They final fired. They'll fire there. We forgot to rally this guy. Rally. I shouldn't have done that. All right. So we'll take a 4 up 1. And a 12 up 3. 12 up 3. So 5 on the 8 is a 1 check. Morale check. Pins. He's already pinned. We didn't get rate. We final fired because we cowered. And here we got a 6 up 3. Yeah. And final fired. And here to there. Let's see if we got line of sight. That would be an 8 flat. Yeah, we do. Flat. Hit on the 8 is a normal. 6 passes. Sand check. Nothing. Advancing fire. We got a 12. And then here a 6. 16 up 3. Actually, this is 12. Since they moved, they both have assault fire. So this is a 13 plus 7. 13 plus 7 is 13 plus 7 is a 20. 20 up 3 against them. 15. 10 on 20 is a 1 check. A 1 check. So leader first. Hero. He wounds. He's eliminated. And 1 check for the squad. Instead of 1 check, we rolled a 9. The hero is okay. Hero, this guy pins. And this guy is eliminated. I don't see any sand check. Look, mistakes are part of the game. And they advance fired. Now we have 4, 8, 12. 12 up 3. These guys are fire grouping. 12 up 3. That's a check, a sign check. And 9 on a 12 is a normal. Either first, quad, normal, they break. Now they're in a heap of trouble. And they're encircled. But let's not forget to put the advancing fire counters on them. Just like that. This fellow here can do a 4 up 2 against them. Impressive. Or 6 on the 4 is a normal. Leader first. Fan. And breaks. Russian sign. 2. Direction and distance. 4 and 6. Falls back here. Random selection. Up to bottom. Pins. Not that it matters. Okay. Have we done enough? Yes. Let's go to route phase. Let's remove all prep and all the fire. All moves. Yep. So Russians have to route first, but see, this guy is not pinned; is broken. But we don't have any broken Russians. So the Germans will route. Well, let's see what we can do here. These guys have to route upstairs. Clone. Go like this. Up one level. And maybe a second level. These units also can route upstairs. Just like so. And now we're looking at the Russian advance. Lotsky can advance here. This squad can advance into the melee. Let's put the Germans with the Germans and the Russians with the Russians. Like that. Why is this thing so like this and then off center? It don't matter. Okay. Let's start doing this. Okay. These guys, these units, the the commissar is going to route back. Put this guy upstairs like this. And these units are going to guard. Now, the leader can route back and get more units rallied next turn. Or advance back. Let's put these guys on top of the leader. They're not conceding. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Steiner's in a heap of trouble. All right. Close combat. And we got here. We got a 1-1 now. First the Russians. Now the Germans. Nope. They're locked in melee. All right. Rally phase, turn 4 for the Germans. And turn off all, take off all pins. They were encircled by virtue of what? They're technically not. Now this is something to do with definitions of location. You know, they were encircled by the fact that they were fired upon. So does the encirclement go away because they're not in the same location? I'm not too sure. Either way, they'll all be encircled one way or another. Again, once I fire upon them, the defensive fire phase, by virtue of being fired upon in all directions. No, they won't be because these guys cannot fire at them. They don't have loss. They're in second level building. So the encirclement was really in the lower location. It just can't travel up with them. And since there's not a unit in the lower location, technically this guy's not encircled. At least that's the way I interpret it. I could be wrong. All right, so let's go to rally phase and roll for weather. We have that thing there. Second to last turn. You got to get rid of these guys somehow. So rally. Oh, gusts. How about that? Let's see. Gusts. Info. Unit. Weather. Basic. No. Info. Other. Oh, there's weather. Gusts. Put that there. Gusts. Flip. There you go. Awesome. We got gusts. Remarkable. All right, we got gusts. And all right, recombinations. No. Attempt to recover. No. Let's just so we don't forget anything. We put these guys on these circles on the brokies. All right. Deploy. No. Repair. I doubt it. Okay. There is a repair. I wish I didn't know that. There you go. Takes care of that. Fair enough. Okay, repair, none. But these guys are in second level. Self rally. Here, 7. Thank you. Break. Here. 6, 7, 9. So 6, base 6, 7 with the terrain, and 9 with the leadership terrain. Makes it, finally. Gives us an extra MG. Up here, second level. These guys technically are not upper level encircled because this staircase is not occupied. All right, that's my feeling. They can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to the bottom lane. They're not upper level encircled. Here, means a miracle. No, DM comes off. They're in second level. They're not adjacent to anybody, I don't think. And here, that's not much. That's not really a miracle because it's 4, 5, 6 or less. That's what I need on the previous roll. Okay, let's not forget about the Russians. Delete. Here, his base morale is 8 because he's under a commissar, not subject to DM, and +1 for the terrain, 9 or less. Makes it. And what's wrong with him? He's just nothing. Here, we got a base 7, 6, and 8 for the first unit. Makes it. Second unit, base 6, 7 with the terrain, 9 or less. Makes it. And the last unit, base 8, 9 with the terrain, 11, anything but a 12. Makes it. There you go. This guy's in a heap of trouble. All right. We did the rallies. There are no walls. I can take this thing off. Now let's start firing. Or do we start firing? Do we start firing or do we put some up fire? Boy. Let's start firing. Yeah. Who are we going to fire at? What I'm thinking about is, do I put these guys under up fire? Then move the leader there. And then fire after sustaining a 12 up 3 attack. Let's do that. I think that makes sense. These guys are up fired. We're going to do a bit of skulking. Okay. And see what happens. Here, though, we'll do an 8 up 3 attack. Oops. 5 plus 3 is 8. That's a normal. Passes, but a German sand check. Nothing. Then a 4 up 2 attack. 4 up 2 is 8 on the 4. Nothing but a Russian sand. Nothing. He prep fired. What are we going to do here? We have a 4 up 3 attack to the lower level. Or we can go to movement. Let's go to movement. Okay. We're going to move assault move to there. Okay. The leader will not assault move, but this guy will. Okay. Actually, I thought they were already on the second level. Yep. So get a level marker, phone, put him there. The leader and the brokey stay behind. Okay, come on, guys. Collaborate here with me. Okay. The leader and brokey stay behind. And this fellow is going to go to the upper level. So get rid of this on the side. That's what happened there. Here, who's on the upper level is a half squad. I believe the half squad, two half squads. These guys were half squad with an MMG. Yep, there you go. Undo that. Dexterity issues, guys. I think now it's pretty sane. Let's see. These guys are locked in melee. I don't know how that 467 got there. Let's undo the whole mess. Okay, these guys are in melee. All right, great. Then all these guys are up there. There are two half squads. One is without an MG. One is on the lower level. So this guy goes higher. Okay. The squad with the MG is broken. The leader goes on top. And this dude goes on top of there. That got sorted out. And the other dude that moved was this fellow here. There you go. Now, I don't know how that's going to work out, but it's has to. Okay, and that's all to avoid fire from here. Then this fellow here will assault move to here. These guys prep fired, and these guys will assault move to there. And now we got 3 squads there. All right. Now we'll go to defensive fire. And these guys are going to fire group. These guys are not doubled because this guy's not adjacent. So they'll fire at 12, 6, 16, up 3 to there. 16, up 3. I have team. 12 on 16, probably nothing. Correct. However, it DMs that person up there. And we can final fire here, here, and here. And this dude here is going to lose concealment. And he has 2 hexes away. We got 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 8 up 1 to the upstairs. 8 up 1. Nothing. That leader should be going back to school. Then we have 12 up 3. On the 12. The Pentash check, starting with the leader. Passes. And then we need 3 9s. And an 8. And a 10. 1 pins. Doesn't pin. And he makes it. So only the top squad pinned. Put this guy in the bottom. And pinned. So he would be quartered if he wants to fire. Okay. We'll do an 8 up 3 there. 7 plus 3 is 10, nothing. They final fired. Okay. And then here to there will be an 8 up 2. He's on 8 minus 1 leader. Plus 3, 10. Right. 8 up 2. 10 on the 8 is nothing, but we got right on the MG. So 4 up 2. Nothing. I won't even bother marking him. All right, so let's go to advancing fire. So now, oh, wait a second. 6 up 2. 8 on the 6 is a pin toss check and knocks a sand. I pinned. He final fired. Axis sand. Nothing. Okay, let's go to advancing fire. All right, here we're going to, what do we have here? 7 plus 7 is 14, 15. All right, 12, 12 up 1, there. 11 on a 12, missed by 1. They're marked with prep. Flip. Okay. Anybody else? Yeah, sure. Here, 1 flat, leader directed, nothing, and nothing else. All right, route phase. Let's remove all moves, all prep, and all defensive fire. He doesn't want to route anywhere. There's no other routes. Okay. All right. Right. Let's go to advance phase. German advance. They will advance back. They will advance this way. I'll stay there. And this dude is going to advance. Wait. Upper level. Is going to advance there. This dude going to advance there. And close combat. Germans go first, 1-1. Russians still locked in melee. All right, let's go to Russian. Turn 5. So I am coming quickly to the realization that it doesn't look like the Soviets can conceivably win the scenario. Oh boy. All right. Well, let's roll for weather in any case. Nada. Recombinations? Nah. Mine good order half squads? No. Attempt to recover support weapons? No. Deploy repair and transfer. I think all of the weapons that needed to be repaired were repaired. Remove pins. That should have been done last time. Rally broken units. We'll try and self-rally him. He rallies. Break here. Let's just see who else we have under as a brokey. Nobody. This guy was under DM. There's a 4, 5, 6 with the leader. Oh, his DM comes off temporarily. That's about it. Now, why am I thinking that the Russians cannot win? Is because they got this building. They would have to take this building, which is impossible. This building is impossible. What are a couple 4-4-7s going to do? With one being in the upper level. These guys are locked in melee. Mopping up is inconceivable, I think. Can I use this unit to mop up this guy? Not really. I could go upstairs and chase him, but that ain't gonna work. Hmm. And I mop this guy up. I'm not too sure. And here I definitely cannot mop up anybody. Let's give it a go. See what happens. Yeah, but I definitely don't think I can win. As the Russians. All right, so let's go to prep fire. And the first shot will be from here to there, which will be a 8 up, 2 actually. 8 up 2. 8 on the 8 is a normal and a German sand. Morale check, passes, the 3 nines, 1 breaks, 2 passes, and last one, 8. It was a normal, so 7 plus minus 2 is a 9. So one guy breaks on top. That's about it. And German sand, the small one, direction and distance, 5 and 1. We'll go here. Random selection, top to bottom. This guy pins. And he prep fired. All right, here we're going to go this way. 2, and then clone. 3, and he has to stop there. And now this guy's DM'd and upper level encircled. These guys are going to fire group and try and hit this guy. So that's a 12 plus 3. 12 plus 3 is a 15. So it'll be a 12 up 3. 7 plus 3 is 10 on the 12. 10 on the 12 is just a PTC. Leader passes. A 10 and a 9. They make it. They prep fired. And folks, I'm going to call it a Russian, a German win here. But I'm dying to find out what the outcome of this close combat will be. Who rolls a 5 first? Russian? Yeah. Somebody's casualty reduced. Random selection? The squad is eliminated. So I'm going to call it a German win. I think that maybe a a human wave by the guards was probably in order. Increases their morale by 1. They charge into that building. Right off the bat, they successfully take that building if luck goes their way. And then it's a matter of taking a second building for the Russians. And with a little bit of luck in the land, they could do it. But this one was very peculiar. And I may have made some mistakes. I apologize if I did, but hey, it's a learning experience. Let me know respectfully in the comments below if I didn't make any mistakes. I'm going to have to look at this log and rethink things. And let's take a look at the casualty bin as well. I don't got the Sassel dice that my fellow Canadian ASLer out in Ontario does. So let's take a look at the, let's see, put this here. Casualties, uh, more than, it's a ridiculous amount for 12, let's say rounded off 12 to 2, that's like 6 to 1. A lot of guards died. The Berserker died. Regular squad, 227, 237, 328, 237. And here we got a couple, just a half squad. And all my support weapons gone, which is enough to dishearten you. And then in terms of rolling, we're rolling crazy. Crazy good. Average roll. Yeah, gotta rethink it, but hey, if it's the 1000th time that I played the scenario, I'm looking forward to playing in 1001. It was a long video, 2 hours and 2.5 hours, but it was well worth it. And thank you for watching. I hope you watched in double time. I didn't waste much of your time. Tune in. I should have another video shortly. Take care.